for the bank anyway. 100,000 gold repaid! Keep on keeping on, okay? Go, go, go!
Vera here. I've got urgent news for you. Former Director Kresnik has stolen the Kanan Waymaker you recovered.
What?
I've also been given a message for you from a man named Erston. It reads, meet me in front of the Spurious building.
The king!
Very well. We'll continue to pursue former Director Kresnik and keep you updated on our progress.
Our stock of healing items is running dry fast. Who's up for a supply run? I got nothing.
What's wrong?
You know how budget gourmet food is blowing up right now? I was trying to come up with a few recipe ideas.
You should ask Luger about that. He might have some.
What do you think? Got any ideas for my new budget gourmet menu?
Everything's pink? A pink sushi bowl?
Oh, I get it. Make the rice with plum vinegar, top it with shrimp, salmon, garnish with pink ginger.
That sounds so cute! I want one! Hurry up and get cooking!
Ooh, looks like a hit with the young female demographic.
What if we made it even pinker, like with watermelon chunks? And strawberry mousse!
Let's remember this is a sushi bowl. Don't get crazy with the sweet stuff.
It's about cuteness, not flavor. Down with your anti-pinkist agenda!
The young female demographic is proving to be a tad challenging. Let's head back to the drawing board.
Oh, hey, Hurston. Good news. It looks like your friends finally arrived.
Thanks for the info. Let me know if you hear anything else.
Maybe next time we can chat over drinks.
Sure, first round's on me.
I should have guessed that Gaius was the cause of that hubbub. Oh, right. I was just showing Mila around. She wanted to learn more about Olympius.
You people can't do anything without Spyrex.
You have fun mingling with the locals, Gaius?
Yes, Olympians are really no different from we Riza-Maxians, once you get to know them. Yes, you and one other person. Rowan brought me up to speed with what's been happening. So, you're the former Maxwell.
And you're some sort of big shot? Is that it?
The biggest shot. He's a king for crying out loud.
Whoop-de-doo. I'm the Lord of Spirits. Beat that.
I must admit, I'm fascinated. So these fractured dimensions undoubtedly do exist. But I digress. Luger, I need to know if you're truly worthy of carrying the fate of the world on your shoulders. death.
Seems fair enough.
Dying isn't allowed.
How exactly do you want him to prove it?
Bring me into a fractured dimension, so I might see his actions for myself.
Vera here. We've detected a new fractured dimension. The rift is in Canbelar. Please depart for it immediately.
Perfect timing.
I'll come too. I want to watch you end a world.
You know, Luger's been doing a pretty good job out there.
I hope you're right.
So, you probably don't know, but I'm a reporter now. Mind if I whip up a human interest piece on you?
That would completely blow my cover.
Oh, no problem. I won't run it until after you finish your work.
Finishing it could take years.
No worries, I can wait.
In that case, do whatever you deem fit.
Awesome, thank you! This'll be the story of a lifetime. But hold on, if you wanted to talk to Luger, why didn't you just call him on his GHS? I can give you his number if you don't have it.
No thanks. Rowan was kind enough to program this, but
Let me guess. Technology's not exactly your thing?
it's time to show me around one of those fractured dimensions.
Best story ever!
So kings don't really live in castles, huh?
Well, I'm sure some of them do.
Now we're getting...
You got
We have no limits.
These are the Mon Highlands, right?
Then our first destination should be Canbelar.
Wow, Gaius. You've really managed to adapt yourself to Olympias, huh? Hey, Erston. You've really managed to adapt yourself to Olympias, huh?
Yes, by posing as the scion of a wealthy family from a remote region of the country. They've taken to calling me the prodigal son down at the docks.
You've developed a whole character for yourself. I had no idea you were such a performer.
What's a prodigal son?
The world is in crisis and you're playing make-believe? Maybe you should take this a little more seriously.
Do you agree with that assessment? Indeed. Could a ruler who can't empathize with the lives of the citizenry be trusted in a time of crisis? His ignorance could lead his country to disaster.
A world in crisis means people in crisis. So the more you understand people, the better you can serve them.
So you understand.
As a journalist, I represent the common man.
His Highness really is a great man.
Al, you're not supposed to call him that.
Oh, His Prodigal Highness really is a great man.
What are you looking at?
Oh, I was merely noticing the differences between your hairstyle and Prime Mila's. How can I explain it? Locks of hair sort of pop out of the left side of her head.
That's like how a child would describe it. You sure are ignorant about these things.
The topic does not come up often in my political and military planning meetings.
She probably has Sylph style it for her. I used to do that too, but maintaining it was such a hassle. Although when I swung it around quickly, I could distract a foe between attacks.
So that's what it was for.
I know what you mean. If my hair isn't parted straight down the middle, it drives me crazy. But it's such a pain trying to get it to stay that way.
Elle, do you do your own hair?
No, my daddy used to do it for me.
And now?
Now I have Luger do it.
Then isn't he the one who should be complaining about it?
Well, it's a pain to have to hold still for so long.
Well done.
You got it.
Hey! You better not.
Hey, Your Highness, you know when it's super cold and you get those weird bumps on your skin? Why is that?
Because it's cold. Reap what you sow!
Cover me.
I'm here! Try fire! Try fire!
Follow me. Well, that's about it.
Very well done.
All right!
So this is a fractured dimension.
Waymaker response detected. Commence retrieval.
There's a waymarker here.
What do we do?
First, we try to find the thing that sticks out the most from the prime dimension. That's usually the catalyst.
Isn't this your hometown? Notice anything unusual?
It's as if there's a pall in the air.
Well, the first step in reporting is to ask around.
Ah, it's freezing! Why does it have to be so cold here?
You can warm yourself by conserving the energy you use, flapping your tongue, and use it to move your body instead.
Must you always say such tedious things in such a tedious way?
Then your tedious grumbling makes us two of a kind.
You really are a delight. I'm guessing you don't have many friends, huh?
Friends? Indeed I do not.
That's not true. Weren't the Chimeriad your friends?
It's been a while since I've heard that name.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds cool.
Wingle, Agria, Zhao, and Pressa. They were Gaius's bodyguards, and they were all super powerful warriors. Yeah, about that.
They aren't anywhere. They're all dead.
Oh,
Oh no.
It was during the war when they opened the schism. We were involved, too.
There's no need for you to feel responsible. Wingle, Zhao, Pressa, and Agria gave their own lives so that I could move forward with mine. The responsibility for their sacrifices rests solely with me, and I will not dishonor them by compromising my goals. That is all you need to know.
right.
It's so cold.
Is it? I find it quite refreshing for this time of year.
No way! There is no way it gets colder than this. Back me up on this, Luger. No, right? Mine are turning blue. How come His Highness isn't even shivering?
Canbelar gets coldest at night. Compared to that, this time of day is quite warm.
Colder than it is now? How much colder?
Cold enough that any liquids or vegetables that aren't properly stored will freeze solid shortly after dusk. And of course, if you wanted to open a window, you would need to pour boiling water on it first.
Seriously?
But the cold itself is manageable. The big problem is that the fallen snow never has a chance to melt. Snow removal costs the city an enormous sum in both money and man-hours.
Why don't you just snap your fingers and melt it all away with your magic powers?
Because the melted snow would just freeze solid again, obstructing the roads when it does. The problem is not so easily solved.
Wow, living in cold places is the worst.
Which is why the people here share such a tight bond. That is one advantage no other city can match. The me of this world has already abdicated the throne. So this is what a fractured dimension is like.
Did you hear that? That was about Longdew or whatever. I knew kings were supposed to be in castles.
In this world, at least.
This Wingle is at the center of everything weird here. Could it be more obvious?
Interesting.
Can't say I like the looks of that. Not one bit.
I don't know if we're gonna get through this way.
Disperse. The castle is off limits by order of His Highness King Li Ying himself. Just go home. Nothing good can come from meeting with His Highness anyway. Disperse. You shall not pass. If I fail in my duties, he'll kill me too.
You are no match for me.
That's the Mila I remember. And I remember this as well.
This city is as tedious as it is annoying.
The real thing is actually quite nice, really.
What's going on here? It's deserted.
Has the current king become a complete recluse? Kings and their solitude.
It wasn't supposed to be like this. This is wrong. Why do you vex me so? Who are you people?
Wingle?
More would-be assassins vying for my head. Rest assured, no guards shall fly to my rescue. I'm a lonely king who deserves to die. But first, I will make you rue the moment you dare to set foot in my throne room.
What the heck?
Agreed. This world is but one outcome. Perhaps this is the bitter fruit born from a mistake of my own making. Mian Li Ying.
Bayaltitin yuai kairadin yin, terkurayalin yalyodin.
Jibiti Yayo Li Ying Kiwum Tin.
Erston? Erston, you came back. Please, Erston, try to forgive me.
What happened?
Must you make me say it? It started when you began talking about abdicating the throne and abandoning your people.
Why would Gaius do that?
Carla was fading. You wanted to be with her at the end.
Carla, her illness.
Who's Carla?
Gaius's little sister.
I know that once you make a decision, you never waver in it. So I begged Carla to help you refocus your attention on your kingly duties. She agreed to help, but I never thought that she would.
To prevent me from going through with abdicating, she took her own life.
Erston, forgive me! I never dreamed that would happen. You must believe me, please!
Her death broke this world's Gaius, and he left the public eye forever.
What? You're not Erston.
I'm not the Erston you know, that much is true. But believe me, I understand how he must have felt.
Bite your tongue! Erston Outway was my only true friend. You could never understand him.
So the possibility existed for us to be friends.
Clearly he didn't feel the same about me. Erston abandoned me along with his people. Why? Damn it, Erston! Tell me why!
He's the catalyst!
Luger didn't even need to help this time.
Are you really up for this, Gaius?
This brutality is what it takes to destroy a world, right? How can I presume to judge Luger without first having walked a mile in his shoes? Now! So this is the divergence catalyst.
This one's different from my sister.
He's using a booster!
This guy's scary! Do something!
Awake! Report yourself! Report yourself! Much appreciated.
Don't worry about me.
Follow me!
Much appreciated.
Here. I owe you.
Psychic restoration!
Don't hold back!
Report yourself! Here. Report yourself!
Psychic restoration!
Double twice the power!
I don't get it.
Gaius, I'll help.
Awake! Very well.
Not today! Not today!
Oh, come on!
All things in moderation.
Not today!
Chakra circle! Very well. Chakra circle! Very
Double twice the power!
I don't get it.
I'll help. Beat it!
Moon!
Chakra circle!
Give up!
Report yourself!
Let's take him down!
Psychic restoration!
Don't worry about me.
At your edge!
Double twice the power! That sounds amazing!
Not today!
do that!
Think you can stop me?
Psychic restoration!
Really now?
You okay with this?
I do what must be done.
Figures you'd say that.
You got...
Yes, that's what I'm talking about!
Hey!
I must become strong.
Kirsten, save me, please!
To sit upon that throne means embracing the needs of the many and forsaking the needs of the one. To rule is to accept a lonely life. The king must discard his own sense of self.
It was too much for me.
Indeed. Luger, I leave the rest to you. Have you already forgotten that my reason for coming was to judge you?
Hey.
Farewell, Li Ying.